Hi everyone, this is Denise here, and I am Treasures of a Crafty Mind, and today is Wednesday, so today is Collaboration Day, the Craftspiration Collaboration, and I would love to share with you what I have made for this fun collab, and I hope that you are following Leslie, my co-host and co-collaborator, whom is Mermaid Cove Studios. I will have links below and all of the information about our open collaboration. If you happen to be inspired by anything that you've seen Leslie or myself make, then we would love to see your projects and tag us, and let's do hashtag Happy Scrappy, and let's get into what I have here on my desk. Okay, so let's start with the coffin mug shaker. That is KF's Crafts, and that is also a stamp set, and that is this one here. Let's see, do I have a paper to put in the background? Here, let's do this. So as you can see, there is a really fun little stamp set in the background here. You only have the 2 dies, which does make the shaker, and here are the stamps. Super cute. And this came out last year or the year before, so I've had it for a while now and have not used it. So today I have used it. And then I also used these flowers. I made, there's several of the dies. They should be a KF's Crafts die. And there's 6 of these dies, the small and the large one. And then some different type of foliage dies that I've had for quite a while. And so that's what I have here with the purple metallic or purple chrome paper. And I've used the collection that I have been working with that I printed up, and that is the American Crafts Let's Get Spooky, or it's from also from a few years back, I believe, or just a couple, it has to be a few years. And there we go, really simple, and then some little stick-on jimmies, and then I stamped the back. And I just used some cereal weight chipboard, and it kind of looks like, to me, the dirt the hands and the pumpkin coming out. So that's what that was what was going on in my brain for that one. And then here is the pen box that is also KF's Crafts, and that is this right here, and this is also a older die set. And then it comes with the extra pieces that you can even do a shaker, I believe. I think that's what this one is. And then an outline, or let's see, where is the shaker? There is an extra one here. There it is. That one. So it comes with the 3 additional pieces that layer over here. 2 of them you can use to punch out the window and use acetate, and that is what I have done here. And then I also used this punch from Stampin' Up, and again with the Chaos Craft flower. I put a Stampin' Up! Flower on top. I made the teeny tiny little flower, and you can see the 3 different sizes. You can either layer them together if you like to do a small, medium, and large piece together, or if you cut them out, you've got a small, medium, and a larger flower. And then again with the foliage, and then I had some fun with some pops, and I also used purple. And then I used a cut apart, I punched out the pumpkin, did cut aparts, made a crepe paper rosette, layered it up with this spider web kind of trim. And then here's what the side looks like. It does not come with layering pieces. It's meant that you just cut it out with the paper, but if you get the measurements, you can kind of make your own layering pieces. And I had a little bit of an issue with the box, putting it together, so it actually goes in a little bit more, but it moved on me and I didn't notice until it was dry. And instead of just ripping it apart, I thought it was kind of a fun idea to make a little flap. So anyway, let me show you the pen I made as well. And here we go. A beadable, and just real basic, just some fun little colors that are Halloween-y, Halloween vibe, and Halloween colors if you like Pastel-Halloween. And then some really pretty gemmy spacers. So there we go there with that one. Okay, and then I did this layered tag that is a pocket tag with 3 pockets that punch out, and that is this die here. And then I used a die from this set that I got from, I believe, AliExpress, and here is this cute little cupcake. And you can cut it out several times with different color papers and cut the little pieces apart, and you could layer up another moon, you could layer up the bat, you could even fussy cut around and get yourself an actual, like a cupcake liner. I went ahead and just cut it out one time in purple chrome cardstock, did a kind of a peachy colored rosette for a more pastel Halloween, again with the webbing and some sparkly trim or thread. And then all of these come out, and that's what the pocket looks like. Okay, isn't that cute? And really quick, and with a purple organza ribbon that I made into a bow and hot glued on. Okay, and lastly, I have this cutie pie treat box with the bat wings. That is a Chaos Crafts die set. And then I used the coffin stamp set to stamp that kind of sentiment, again with the organza ribbon. And then I used magnets. And then I made a cute little tag flip. And there we go. Here's the punch out that came from making the shaker frame, and I didn't want it to go to waste. And then I used the Chaos Crafts retro key fob. Honestly, I can't remember the name of that die set, but here it is, and it came with stamps. And then here is the box. It is the, I believe it's called the Monster Treat Box, and it comes with all of these pieces, and you can make a zombie, I think, or like a Frankenstein, or a superhero. So it's really cute. There's a lot of pieces, and I got this from AliExpress, and I've had it for at least a year. I think it came out last year. So there we go. It's so cute. And then I just, you know, layered it up like I've been doing with the other ones. And here's the back. And again, this one did not come with any layering pieces. So you can take measurements and layer it up yourself. Or use the die, the top die, the front, let's see, the flap die. You can use that piece and then cut it apart and do a little bit of more fussy cutting and make it to fit. And then I used just 4 teeny tiny little magnets. Super cute. I'm really loving this purple organza to make ribbons with, and I just thought it was a really fun little thing to make. And where is these are tag dies. I believe that also is KF's Crafts, and they are here somewhere. Where did I put those? Okay, so apparently I put them somewhere. I thought I had them just right here. I thought I stacked them up with my other. Darn, that is a bummer. So anyway, lastly, I have this little card that I made, a little scrappy card, and I used a fun, and I want to say it's a KF's Crafts that I found on AliExpress, that it was a stamp set from their store, and it's even kind of a Harley and the Joker themed stamp, and they're like little superheroes. They're like Wonder Woman and Batman, Superman. Anyway, they're little animals though, like little forest animals or little farm animals. But I just thought they were super cute, and so I even used the Ranger coloring crayon. And so I have this set here, the distressed watercolor pencils. And so in honor of Stamp Timber, I have this card here with this little cutie, and I just thought it looks like it's little Harley Quinn, and this is how it looks when you open it up. But just to practice making cards, it's not my comfy zone. Anyway, these are my Crafty makes, and my first time using the Ranger Distress crayons, and or at least this particular set. I have some other ones, but this is a brand new set that I have not used before. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate it, and I hope that you are having a fantastic rest of your day, and let's use our dies and stamps that we have not used or haven't used in a while, and just have some fun making projects for ourselves. Have a fantastic, like I said, have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm reiterating, and I appreciate you all so much. And if you will consider subscribing, if you are not subscribed, I would appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.